Hey ladies and gents, I hope you're all doing very well. We now have an official release date for eFootball, which is the 30th of September. I also find it interesting that they've now added 2022 to the title, because I had the impression it wasn't going to be a yearly release. I thought it was just going to be eFootball and updated regularly, like most apps from a mobile point of view. So now that they've added 2022 to the title, we could see a yearly release model as to what they've done in the past. Kimura then goes on to add that with eFootball being the name of our overall platform, eFootball 2022 is the official title for our first season of content. Platform updates bringing new functionality such as cross-platform matchmaking and mobile controller support will happen frequently over the coming months and will always be free. Future content updates and game modes will be offered to players as either free or premium options. We look forward to getting players on the pitch and receiving their feedback. They then say that the first major free update will allow you to choose your base team from over 600 teams in creative teams, which I assume is the new name for MyClub. There's going to be new match modes, but they didn't exactly explain what type of modes those are. New player types all the way from standard to legendary. Interestingly, they mentioned that mobile users will be able to carry over many items once it launches this autumn. I wonder just how those on console and PC feel about that after the money they spent on coins buying players. Then they provide a small sample of future updates, an edit mode which is obviously vital to keep the series alive, PlayStation 5 haptic feedback and adaptive trigger support, advanced ball trapping, power pass and shots and other special kicks, mobile controller support, and obviously the full cross-platform matchmaking. If we just compare that to FIFA 22's release date, which is October the 1st, however, if you did pre-order the Ultimate Edition, then you can play from September the 27th, and then if you have EA Play Early Access, then you can play 10 hours worth of the game from September the 22nd. So let's just take a look at the eFootball website on Konami's page. So this is purely or predominantly for the mobile gamers, but maybe there's something we can take away from here as console players or PC players. So eFootball PES 2021 will be updated to eFootball 2022 this autumn. eFootball 2022 will be available as an update to eFootball PES 2021 for mobile, and I will usher in a new generation of football gaming with enhancements to cover everything from the game engine to the way you experience the game. So it looks like, if you are playing eFootball PES 2021 on mobile, it will just automatically update to eFootball 2022, and you're going to get all the new enhancements and everything else that goes with that. So I'm just going to pick out the key sort of bits of information here from all this text, because I don't want you to read the whole lot. So asset carryover, you'll be able to begin your eFootball 2022 experience by carrying over a portion of your in-game assets from eFootball PES 2021. However, note that some assets cannot be carried over since the game will undergo significant changes. Click here for more details regarding the carryover. So let's just take a look and see what they say here. The following explains carryover and exchange policies for in-game assets from eFootball PES 2021 for Android and Apple, or the Apple Store. User settings, owner name will not be carried over upon updating to eFootball PES 2022. Users will need to register a new owner name. Base team and squad information will reset when updating to eFootball PES or eFootball 2022, such as records, match history, rating, MyClub balance will reset when updating to eFootball 2022. Purchase themes will not carry over, nor can they be restored. Video settings, control settings, and language settings will reset when updating to eFootball 2022. Country and region of residence and birth date, certain regions only will carry over. So it doesn't look like, your team's going to be carried over like I thought initially. Judging by what they said. So let's see what is carried over. Current achievements cannot be completed in eFootball 2022. It is recommended to complete any in-game progress achievements and claim the respective rewards before updating to eFootball 2022. Login bonus and jumpstart login bonus will not be carried over. It is recommended to log in and claim these bonuses before updating. Item effects. The effects of items used on players and managers, skill tokens, position booster, management skill booster, apply only to eFootball PES 2021 and will not carry over. Friends eFootball 2022 will not include a friends function, so registered friends will not carry over, interestingly. The new online match lobby will allow users to specify other users to play against online. MyClub coins will be renamed to eFootball coins, but the full value will be carried over. That's good to know. That's a nice little feature that the coins will be carried over, and they're now going to be called eFootball coins. GP will carry over as is. eFootball points, which is, again, carrying over the GP is great as well. You know, you don't have to, play the game for ages to try and build up your GP again. You can carry that over. eFootball points, currently held eFootball points can be used in eFootball 2022. eFootball points expire at the end of the 6th month following acquisition. Points are removed upon expiry. Users must first link their Konami ID to their eFootball PES 2021 game account and then link it to their eFootball 2022 game account with the same Konami ID. Currently, held players will carry over according to the rules in the chart below. So this is interesting. eFootball PES 2021 player type, so legend players, and they're called legendary in eFootball 2022. Duration of contract expired. Level 1 locked. What does this even mean? Please explain in plain English. So it looks like the base players get carried over for 365 days at level 1. I'm not entirely sure what this means, guys, so you might have to help me out in the comments section. So base player, ACL, featured player, carryover player. I don't know. I honestly don't know. So players not included in eFootball 2022 at launch will not be carried over. As compensation, you will receive GP equal to the amount gained when releasing those players in eFootball PES 2021. Some players included in eFootball PES 2021 but not included in eFootball 2022 at launch may be added to eFootball 2022 at a later date. If a base player in eFootball PES 2021 is not included in eFootball 2022, I'm getting fed up of saying eFootball PES 2021 and eFootball 2022, but has a standard player counterpart with the same name, that player will be exchanged for the ACL version. If a base player ACL is in eFootball PES 2021 is not included in eFootball 2022, but as a non-ACL standard player counterpart in the same name, that player will be exchanged for the non-ACL version. What does ACL mean? I mean, I don't know. I'll let you guys try and tell me. Contracts for standard players and standard ACL. I mean, normally when you put an abbreviation, you explain what that abbreviation means. Maybe I've missed it somewhere, but that's how most abbreviations work. You don't just expect players to know what ACL stands for. Anyway, contracts for standard and standard players ACL that were received due to this carryover will expire at midnight on the 365th day after maintenance completes and eFootball 2022 service commences. In addition to the above, all users will receive 10 contract renewal 60-day items. Agent tickets, these will not carry over, so it is recommended to use any that which have not expired or not yet expired. Trainers will be converted to GP according to the chart below. eFootball PES 2021 trainer, GP received in eFootball 2022. So, basically saying what GP you're going to get if you've still got these in your sort of basket. So other assets will be converted to GP according to the chart below. And same for this. So managers, GPU equal to the values for signing that manager in eFootball PES 2021. Same for scouts. And then for strips, 4,000 GP, original themes, 1,000 GP, contract ticket, 1,000, position booster, 1,000, skill token, 1,000, management skill booster, 1,000. Let's go back to this. So where were we? We clicked on that link there. Changes to system requirements. With the updates to the game, the minimum and recommended system requirements will change and some devices will no longer be supported. For devices which are no longer supported, play will not be possible after updating to eFootball 2022. Additionally, performance will vary among supported devices. Some users may need to upgrade their device in order to continue playing. If you continue to take this opportunity to upgrade your device, please be sure to link your data with eFootball PES 2021. This will ensure you'll be able to carry your assets over to eFootball 2022. The system requirements for eFootball 2022 will be announced on the website at a later date. Main changes for eFootball 2022. These changes reflect our pursuit of improved competitiveness as we aim to become one of the world's largest esports platforms. One shared competitive world for console and mobile. eFootball 2022 launches with a new game. Oh, hold on, I think this is more fluff. Yeah, we kind of know about that, the whole cross-platform deal. Player contracts. Players in eFootball 2022 will have a set duration for their contracts. This duration continues until midnight, 365 days after the player was signed. Players whose contract have expired will not be removed. However, you will not be able to develop them further or any further, and they will not be able to participate in certain types of matches. Players with contracts which have expired can gain an extension using a contract renewal 60-day item. This would extend the duration of the contract until midnight, 60 days after using the item. Match types. The 4 match types are Tour Event, Challenge Event, Online Quick Match, and Online Match Lobby. So, okay. Those are pretty self-explanatory apart from Tour Event and Challenge Event. Be nice to have a bit more detail, lads. Players whose contract has not expired can be used in any of these match types. However, some matches may limit participation to players that meet certain conditions. If a player's contract has expired, he can still be used in online quick match and online match lobby. The player types, there will be 4 player types: standard, trending, featured, and legendary. So different types of player here. Different. So that's quite interesting to me. So obviously standard is going to be basic stats. Trending, I assume if they do something that week, maybe they sort of stand out that week. Featured will probably be much like it is now, and then legendary is probably like the iconic sort of series that they've got on eFootball PES 2021. I assume. I'm just making judgment here. The way you sign players will vary by type. For example, GP can only be used to sign standard players, but eFootball 2022 will allow you to choose specific players to sign to your team. Naturally, the amount of GP needed will vary by player. Sounds like you have to buy coins if you want the better players here, lads. Surprise, surprise. With the game being free. Player development. Trending players have their stats based on a high level of performance they had during a given time period. This means they are ready to be used at their peak performance from the moment you sign them. The caveat, however, is that they can't be trained further, which means you won't be able to customize them. Standard, featured, and legendary players can be customized according to the personal tastes and needs. These players start out with modest stats compared to trending players, but they have room to grow through stat boosts and added skills, much like we see in eFootball PES 2021. If you take the time to train these players well, they may end up contributing more to your wins than even your strongest trending player. There's an FAQ. Question. When will the players that are included in eFootball PES 2021 but not in eFootball 2022 at launch be announced? Everything will be announced on the official website in October 2021. Note that any player that falls under this category will no longer be obtainable in eFootball PES 2021 from the date of the announcement. How can I check whether eFootball 2022 will run on my current device? You will need to confirm the performance on your device after updating. As the application may not launch on some devices, be sure to link your data to... Yeah, we sort of read this before about linking your data. Will unclaimed inbox items still be claimable once the update goes live? No, they will not. Please claim all inbox items before updating the app. What happens if I bid on an auction but don't check the result before the update goes live? Regardless of the outcome of the auction, the GP that you bid will be spent. Any scouts not claimed from your inbox will not carry over, so be sure to claim them before updating. So interesting enough, if you are bidding for someone in the auction, just make sure that you you make that go through before the update happens. Otherwise, you're going to lose your GP. Will I be able to play with friends using other platforms when eFootball 2022 launches? Users on iOS and Android devices will be able to play matches against one another. Cross-play between mobile devices and consoles will be added in a future update. That's all from me, folks. Thanks for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you guys in tomorrow's video where we continue our Manchester United Master League. Certainly not an episode to miss, so be sure to check that out. Until then, take care of yourselves, stay safe, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.